Look, we're clear on all sides. Go ahead, out to the right, accelerating. Accelerate more, keep going. Upshift. Accelerate more. Straight line for that far green cone, upshift. All the way out, off the throttle, no brakes this time. Tight to the green apex. Find your exit cone, accelerate. Power. Upshift. 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 Brakes. Brake hard. Downshift twice, brake harder. Look to the right, off the brakes. Apex, down to the bottom. Find your exit cone up top, accelerate to it. Power. Brakes. Downshift. Downshift again. Apex. Look up that hill. Smooth power, back to the right side. Touch the brake and release. Green apex cones, tighter, tighter. Out to the right. Smooth power. Upshift. Brake. Downshift. Look to the right. Smooth hands all the way in. Let it out to the left, accelerating. Upshift. Off the throttle. Turn early. Turn more. Accelerate. Brake hard. Downshift. To the right. Into the apex. Find your exit cone. Accelerate. Upshift. 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 Brake hard. Downshift. Brake harder. Downshift again. Apex. Down to the bottom. Tight to the right. Tighter. Exit cone. Accelerating. Upshift. Brakes. Brake hard. Downshift. One more time. Apex. Look up that hill. Up to the right. Smooth hands. Back to the right. Touch the brake. Off the brake. To the green. Tighter. Down to the left. Upshift. Very good. Brakes. Downshift. Apex. All the way. Chop that cone down. Chop it down. Then let it all the way back out. Upshift. Back to the right. Off. Turn more. Accelerate. Brake. Downshift. Apex. Tight to the right. Out to the left. Go for it. Upshift. 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 Brakes. Downshift. One more time. Off the brakes. Down to the green. Tight to the right. Tighter. Accelerate. Upshift. Brakes. Brake hard. Downshift. Turn early. Look up that hill. Smooth power. Back to the right. A little too much throttle. Early on. Off the throttle. All the way in. Tight to the left. Tighter. Tighter. Out to the right. Power. Brakes. Downshift twice. Smooth hands. All the way in. Tight to the right. Keep feeding that throttle. Let it out to the left. Back to the right. Upshift. Off throttle. Turn earlier. Accelerate. Brakes. Downshift. Off the brakes. All the way to that apex. Tight to the right. Tighter. Accelerate. Upshift. 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 Brakes. Downshift. Eyes to the right. Downshift. To the green. Get down there. Nice and smooth. Keep those hands smooth. Out to the far green cone. Accelerate. Upshift. Brakes. Downshift. Eyes right. Turn early. Nice and smooth. Off the brakes. Look up the hill. Accelerate. Back to the right. Power. More power. More power. Touch. Brake. Off. All the way. Chop those cones down. Let it out to the right.
Oh, yeah.
Brakes. Out to the green. Downshift. All the way. Tight to the right. Let it out to the left. Begin to accelerate. Upshift. Off. Turn early. Accelerate. Brakes. Downshift. Apex. Exit cone. Smooth power. Put in the floor. Upshift. 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 Brake hard. Downshift twice. Find your apex. Off the brakes. Apex cone. Exit cone. Exit cone. Smooth power. Put in the floor. 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 Upshift. Brakes. Brake hard. Downshift. Look right. Turn early. Off the brakes. Up to the right. Smooth power. Back to the right. Pass on the left. All the way tight to the left. Tighter. Tighter. Let it out to the right. Let it out. Let it out. Beautiful. Brakes. Downshift. Stay on the left. Off the brakes. Apex. Tight to the right. All the way in. All the way back out to the left. Upshift. Back to the right. Off. Turn. Accelerate. Downshift. Off the brakes. All the way to the brake. Tighter. Tighter. Now accelerate. Power. Upshift. Upshift. off the brakes. Bring down to the green, smooth power, exit cone, accelerate, power, put in the floor, upshift, brakes, downshift, plus brakes, off the brakes to the green. Look up that hill, smooth power, back to the right, touch the brake, wait for it, all the way in, tighter, tighter, all the way back out, let it out. There we go. Brakes, eyes to the right, get into that green cone, all the way in there, tight. Let it out to the left, smooth power, front tire's getting a little hot, upshift, off the throttle, turn early, accelerate, more power, brake, downshift, apex on your right, exit cone, let it out, go for it, upshift, 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 brake hard, downshift, downshift again, find your apex, off the brakes, nice and smooth, all the way in, light throttle, feed it out to that exit cone, power, upshift, very good, brakes, downshift, look to the right, turn, off the brakes, up that hill, back to the right, smooth power, patience, wait for it, all the way in, tight, 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 out to the right, power,